From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the New Orleans Saints. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line. 20. Watch 54. Don't get nervous.
Goff on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. To the air again. Goff. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. The defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He's checking.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first two NFL seasons. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Easy. 5-9.
Now Breeze on third down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Ready.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Rams' 46-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Down to lose one.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
On 2nd and 12, Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too.
121.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Brees on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Brees. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Ready.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, Shell, General West.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The 5th year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now it's Goff. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. Breeze now on first down. Again has it complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Yellow waiting.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready? You ready?
Check. Over. Tight dog. Check. Lefty, 6'6". Pull it high.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
It's a gain of 10.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready?
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
I'm here all day. Double time. Alert. 3 out.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got him on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
They come out here in the I. So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now looking to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Forty go. 180. Hold on. Check.
Now Goff on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I got you, pop.
Again, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is gone. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up in an offset eye. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal. Now Goff. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. On play action. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Spence gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check, 47. All day. All day.
2nd and 5 now. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Harris to return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Ready. Yellow lady.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Tonight.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ricky. Slam.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Yellow lady.
Let's go. Kill.
Easy. Opposite.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And got him in, it's Woods. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Goff. And Woods has it complete. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And some room to roam now. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Murray. And a short gain down to about the 33. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd down and goal. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Breeze now to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 24, Rams 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Cooks now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Goff throwing again. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Breeze now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Rams have got it back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Saints.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 34. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We go 21. Check. Crunch.
Breeze is looking to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. 3rd down here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They go play action here on first down. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Saints 38, Rams 48.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Brings up second and 11.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously.